it's also important to address or to talk and to try to say something to our politicians in the West. Very often, and for years, we heard, following what was said by dictators themselves in Tunisia or in Egypt or in Libya or whatever, saying, you better deal with us, who might not like us as dictators, but we are stabilizing the countries, we are protecting your interests, and this is the way forward. And some are buying this. We have discourses, and explicitly or implicitly, Western powers are accepting this equation. We better deal with dictators than deal with people we don't know, or Islamists, or political Islam. At the end of the day, the future for all of us, beyond the short-term economic interests, has to do with people, population, countries that are dealing with justice and treated in the right way. Because the economic interest on the short run could be that it's protected by dictators, but on the long run, it's not going to be like this. It's going to be very difficult after a while for Western countries just to pretend they didn't know what was happening in jails and tortures and people being killed. We know what happened in Iraq, but this couldn't last eternally. Things are going to change in the region, and on social terms, cultural terms, and for our living together, because anything that is going to happen there is going to come back to our stability in the West. We can't support dictators and hope that, for example, citizens in our country coming from there are going to be silent. They are going to speak out. They are going to ask for more justice. And in the future, the best in economic terms and political terms is to deal with free societies. It's to deal with more justice. We can't get anything solved, for example, in the Middle East if we don't care about Palestinians. We are not going to get anything in the Middle East if we don't care about freedom for the Egyptians, for example, or the Syrians. That cannot be the future. It's a very short-term vision that we have in the West. And we, as citizens, we have to remind our governments it's not going to work. If you are truly for democracy, truly for liberal values and supporting economy for all, and justice and dignity for all humanity, this is where we have to work with the people, wherever they are, and with freedom for whoever is calling for it, even if they don't share our political views. That's the reality of democracy. Democracy is not only for the people who think like us or are coming from our background and our society. It's for all. And this is the future, and this should be understood. For the interests of the West, freedom in the Middle East or in the global South should be a necessity and an imperative.